Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Red 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up.
104.7 KISS FM. It's John J. and Rich. Wednesday, February 12th, 2025. You can call us right now. Jump on the air at 877-937-1047. You can text the show. Text JJR and whatever your message to 96893. Let's get an update on Kyle and Peyton. And it's not a bet. What was it? It's just I'm going to watch Greatest Showman. You got to watch High School Musical.
It was an agreement.
An agreement.
Yeah, because when we were talking, I was like, I can't believe you haven't seen The Greatest Showman. It's such a great movie. And she was like, I can't believe you've never seen High School Musical. And so we made a deal. Peyton watched The Greatest Showman, and it took me a little while, but I finally watched High School Musical last night, and I have mixed feelings.
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm happy for you.
So, thank you. So I feel like high school me would have loved this movie. Like high school me would be all over this movie. Adult me is trying so hard to connect with it because it's so dated.
That's true. That is true.
It's so cute. It's such a cute movie, but it's like the flip phones and the layered tees and whatnot. It's like it doesn't totally hold up like visually, but it's like the whole story is so like the modern day Grease. You know what I mean? And it's very cute, but I'm like, it's an older movie. It's an older movie.
I mean, it came out in like 2006 or like 2008. Like that's like my childhood. Like that's so nostalgic for me. So I get it.
Yeah.
But isn't it so fun to see like a baby Zac Efron?
Totally.
Like,
and like Vanessa Hudgens and like all of like Ashley Tisdale.
Hey, when you say they have flip phones, what if you change your perspective? Because people that have flip phones now are pretty much drug dealers. So what if it's just a High School Musical about drug dealers?
Because that could totally be it.
Could be it.
And
That's
that
why
would
they
give a
have
whole
flip
new
phones.
meaning to
Breaking
one of
Bad.
the songs that I liked in the movie, Break Free.
We're breaking free.
If it's drug dealing, this could go.
You know, another reason it's very difficult to compare both movies.
They don't compare. It's
Well,
like apples to oranges.
Well, one of them is that Greatest Showman, I believe, was like a theatrical production that was
True.
put together with billions and billions of dollars. And
But
High School
so is the
Musical, I think,
play.
was like a Disney movie of the week or something that took off, I think.
Totally. And I wasn't really like trying to compare them, like which one's the better movie or whatever. I was just trying to take it as like, I have to try to put myself into high school me's footsteps watching this because it is like very dated and it is like whatever, but it is such a cute story. So like I enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
But I don't like Noah was like, I'm glad you finally you watched it. Now you have to watch High School Musical 2, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm there yet.
You're not there for the sequel.
Not there yet.
2 and 3. The third one is like really good.
You might
about-
just skip the Teen Beach Movie because that was great.
Teen Beach movie was solid.
With Ross and whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember my kids went through, like, we had to drive home fast so we could watch that movie. Ross and who?
Oh, who's the girl
it was
in
like
that?
Allie and Ross is his real name, Ross Lynch.
Yeah.
I can't remember that.
He's now in the band Driver era, and they're pretty good.
Right. Is there anything that sticks out from The Greatest Showman for you, Peyton, still, after you watched it a week or two ago? A song?
I liked the songs. I liked This Is Me, and I liked the...
I love the song.
So good.
It's also another thing. It's like, you you can just hear the production value is different.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and you're right, John Jay. Like, I mean, this was a theatrical kind of production. I mean, a legit musical. But, like, just so you know, High School Musical, like, was in theaters for, I think, High School Musical 2 and 3.
High School Musical killed it. I mean, that's why they made High School Musical 2 and 3. Like, I bow down to High School Musical. Like, I mean, but I'm just saying, watching it now as opposed to, like, I missed the boat is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you did.
I missed the boat. I missed it.
I'm glad you got to catch it later.
Now I
Because it
can,
is
like,
fun
you know,
to
get the
watch.
references and stuff.
Well, speaking of musicals and music, listen to this. Yesterday, I get a text from my wife during the show. She says, "Would you mind going to a sound meditation with me tonight?" And I just stared at the text for a while. I was like, "What is this about? Like, what do I like? How do I?" Because I know there was also a basketball game that we had tickets to. And I think I told you guys that she was very upset that I wanted to leave.
Oh, yeah.
She did say she would never go to a basketball game with you again.
Right. Basketball game is the exact same time as her sound meditation. And I was like, she knows we got tickets to this basketball game. Like, is this some sort of like test? So I immediately went, before I reminded her that we had a basketball game, I immediately went and tried to sell my tickets, right, without telling her. So I put them up for sale. They didn't sell. So I went to my son, Dutch, and I said, "How'd you like to take a buddy to the basketball game tonight?" He goes, "That'd be great, Dad." I'm like, "Awesome." So I give him the tickets. Then I said to my wife, I respond, "Of course, I'd love to go to a sound meditation with you." So she's all happy, right? So then when I see her yesterday at lunchtime, she's like, "What are we going to do about the Suns game tonight?" And I was like, ooh, she knew. So I said, "Oh, I already took care of it. I gave him the Dutch taking a friend." Because I go, I don't want to miss sound meditation with you. I'm not
Oh,
gonna-
that's smart. Yeah.
So anyway, you know those houses you ever seen up in the mountains? They're like these beautiful houses. They look like mansions.
Yeah.
That's where it was, in one of those houses. So we're driving up this mountain, and then we get up there, and it's this big, beautiful house, and it's got views of the city, and it's like one of those houses I've always wanted to go, what's it like to live up there? Now I saw it. It's pretty amazing. It's just beautiful. So the lady that's hosting the whole thing, there was like 10, 12 people in this woman's house, and everyone brought yoga mats. They're laid down in her living room, right? And she's a teacher, and she teaches this class. It's the first semester of teaching this class at ASU. And she's a singer-songwriter, and she used to write songs and commercials and stuff. And she told me, I said, "Like, would you know? Was there anything I would know?" She goes, "You would probably know the commercials I've written." I'm like, "What commercials are that?" She's like, "My Little Pony and Paw Patrol."
Oh,
Heck
dang.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've heard of
My
them.
Little Pony, My Little Pony.
That's her, right? So
solid writing.
So everyone starts laying on the floors. We're laying on the floor, and I'm like, "What?" I go, what's supposed to?" Now, keep in mind, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. If I close my eyes, much like you guys, for maybe more than 10 seconds,
Done.
Gone, right? So here's what happened. Here's how it went. It's like, bong. This for an hour. Right? For an hour. And this woman's walking around the room, and all these people are laying on the floor.
Is everyone just quiet, or is she like guiding you through
Quiet.
something?
And then every once in a while, I don't know, she was singing something, and at the very end, she sang Amazing Grace at the very end.
And are you moving, or are you just laying there?
This is me right here. And my wife was poking me. And she's like, "You're not supposed to snore." And then the lady, at the end, the lady said, "Sometimes people snore." And she's like, "You didn't hear any of the sound meditation." I go, "Yes, I did. I heard it. I was just at a different vibration level than I was."
I was at that night level.
It was my own High School Musical, Greatest Showman level. That's the next level. You got High School Musical, then you get into adulthood, and it's the Greatest Showman. Then you get into the next level of Time to Retire, and that's sound meditation.
That's sound bowls.
It was just all these people just laying on the floor, and a view of the city, and a woman walking around with a big bang in the
Is
thing.
that what she's doing? She's like putting mixing the bowl up to make the noise or
Well, I
whatever?
had my eyes closed, but I saw the bowls all out there. Like 10, 15 bowls.
So it
And
was
she walks
live
out.
bowl. It wasn't a recording of a
Oh,
bowl.
no, it was live
They were
bowls.
live bowls.
They were live bowls.
I want a live bowl band. If I'm going to be somewhere, I want the bowls to be live.
What's it supposed to do?
That
What's the
was my
point of it?
question.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. But my wife was all excited about the deep level of sleep that she was going to get last night. So sadly for me, I got home at 9:30, and I had to go wake up to it. Like, my sleep was jacked. Stupid sound meditation. Very nice people, beautiful home, very sweet, wonderful people. And then Blake. Oh, so this is a group of people that Blake. She does a meditation every morning at 6 a.m. on Zoom with a bunch of people, and this is the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're all a little granola, little crunchy.
Very nice granola that own every company in the country.
Oh, crunchy business owners.
Yeah, it was very nice.
I don't know how you found us, but I'm so thankful that you did. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Just talking about Dexter, the original sin on Paramount Plus, which I'm obsessed with. I love. And I just saw that Peter Dinklage, from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He just signed on for the next Dexter Resurrection, which they're filming right now, which is very exciting.
So does that mean you think they're going to do another season of Original Sin? Or
I
are they
hope
just
so.
go straight to that?
I hope so. Grant, you got information on that?
Dude, I just know as of right now, it's the resurrection is basically like after whatever. So he died, quote unquote.
Right.
And then he wakes up and he's in this whole season, he's having a flashback
Right.
in the hospital. It picks up kind of at the hospital. That's where resurrection.
Oh, okay. So they could still do a season
it's gonna be
2
cool.
of Original
Yeah,
Sin.
I think they're going to lean into it.
It's so good. Anyway, it's John, Jay, and Rich, Kiss FM. Cal, what are 3 things we need to know?
Kendrick Lamar made a Super Bowl history. His halftime performance was watched by 133.5 million viewers, which made it the most watched performance in history. The previous record holder was Michael Jackson, who had 133.4 million viewers.
That's amazing.
To give you an idea, Usher pulled in about 129 million, and Rihanna had 121 million. So
There's also about 1 billion more people in the world than when Michael Jackson performed. So there's more people.
And there was no
Like, I'm trying to kind of defend Michael Jackson.
I know. I know, but I liked how they gave more modern numbers because it was more than Usher, who was last year? Mm-hmm. And it was more than Rihanna that was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So definitely a huge performance. Definitely a huge topic right now. Eggs. If eggs are too expensive for you, they say quail eggs have become an alternative to chicken eggs. The quail eggs, the little birds are quiet. They start laying eggs at 6 weeks. Their eggs are about 1 inch, so it takes about 3 quail eggs to make 1 large chicken egg. But they go for about $5 a dozen. And if I'm doing the math, that still makes them more expensive. But apparently a lot of people are seeing this as an alternative because they're like, well, a dozen eggs is usually like $8. A dozen quail eggs, $5. But if it takes 3 to make 1, do the math.
How much for 1 ostrich egg?
I know, because those are ginormous, right?
Massive.
So just know that there are egg alternatives out there. I think that's the point of it. Now, if you want to smell a little saucy, Papa John's is now offering garlic bath bombs.
Oh, my God.
They say the inspiration came from people who love their garlic dipping sauce so much they said they would bathe in it. So now Papa John's is like, well, here you go. Go ahead and bathe in it.
We should get some and see how our significant others like the way we smell.
How long would that hang around the bathtub, that smell?
I am not totally sure. And not everyone will be able to get them. They will be limited edition to people who share the best examples of their love for the sauce. You can submit your entries on their website. And that's 3 things you need to know.
John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich. I was just looking at this week's most streamed TV shows. Top 5, The Recruit Season 1. Landman is number 4. The Recruit Season 2 is number 3. The O.J. Manhunt documentary is number 2. And the number 1 most streamed show this week is The Night Agent Season 2.
Oh, wow.
1.8 billion streams.
You know what's crazy is I was at my kids' flag football practice last night, and 2 of the moms were like, how do you not like The Night Agent? They were very kind of annoyed that I was saying that I can't finish the season because I was like, I don't want to say I didn't like The Night Agent. The first season was awesome. Yeah. The second season for me was very slow and very cheesy, and I couldn't get past the 3rd episode.
Cheesy's the best way of describing that show. With a vibe for horoscopes, Peyton.
I'm going to tell you what the universe is trying to tell you based on your zodiac sign. We are still in Aquarius season. So if it's your birthday today, you share a birthday with Abraham Lincoln, Gucci Mane, and Arsenio Hall.
I like that you put Abraham Lincoln and Gucci Mane right next to each other.
I feel like it was perfect, Nice. Happy birthday to them.
Juxtaposition.
Hayden, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm a Libra.
Just like Kyle. Okay, Libras, you've spent years trying to please everyone, but the universe is here to say, what do you want? This is a time of self-discovery, figuring out your values, goals, and who truly belongs in your inner circle. So if certain relationships and jobs aren't vibing anymore, it's time to let them go, and that's okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know. I'm like, that was I feel very deep and heavy. If you don't like your job, it's okay to quit it. If you don't like your friends, it's okay to not be friends with them.
Perfect. So I should walk out today then.
Yeah, I mean, if that
my.
works for you, if that's what's best for you, Hayden, you're the only one that knows.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Hayden. Hey, Sandy, what's your sign?
Taurus.
Okay, Sandy, so the universe for my Tauruses, you guys are realizing that stability isn't just about a fat savings account and a solid routine. It's about emotional security too. And the universe is going to push you to reevaluate relationships, your career, and maybe even your location. So ask yourself today if you're truly happy or if you're just comfortable.
Wow. I'll definitely ask myself.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Sandy. Jules, good morning. What's your sign?
Hi, good morning. I'm a Cancer.
Okay, Cancers. You're feeling all of the feels during this Saturn return that's coming around. So past wounds, they're going to be coming up. Family drama is going to be front and center. But the good news is that my Cancers, you're healing. You're learning how to set boundaries and prioritize yourself without guilt. So let your emotional glow up begin and let it be today.
Glow up, girl. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you're
Jules.
welcome.
Shanae, the Gemini, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey,
And
so
I've watched all of those shows except for the O.J. Simpson one.
that one's phenomenal, by
It's
the way.
really
Very
good.
What are you doing now that you're not working security or waste management open this week?
Actually, today I wasn't scheduled for my full-time job. Well, it's another part-time job that I have. I got about 4. But I'm going to help flip trucks for them to get all the equipment from the open.
Oh, okay. So you're still doing open stuff. Okay. What do you got for Gemini?
Yeah.
Yeah, Geminis, the universe is calling you out on all of those half-finished projects and ghosted texts. It's time to commit to a job, a partner, a something. The days of saying, I'll figure it out later, they're over for my Geminis. But don't worry, it's not a punishment. It's just the universe saying, pick a lane, bestie.
You know what? I got about 4 jobs, so I got to figure this one out.
I know.
All right, Shanae, have a great day.
Thanks, guys. You too, bye.
Tracy, what's your sign? Good morning.
Good morning. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay, Capricorn, you have been feeling the universe's influence your whole life. So this time of the year, it's like a final boss battle for you. You're learning how to balance ambition with personal fulfillment because grinding 24/7 it isn't everything. It's your time to level up for my Capricorns.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. You guys have a great day.
You too,
You're
Tracy.
welcome.
If we didn't get your sign there, I'll post it on our website, johnjandrich.com.
We want you to be part of the show. Call us 877-937-1047. Get on the air with John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich, we were talking about the little tiny arguments to start massive, massive fights, which happened to me and my wife. Ruth Anna, good morning.
Good morning.
Whoa.
I have the worst fight. This is like so embarrassing. And so I was listening to the podcast last night and I had to call in. So me and my boyfriend, it was the middle of winter. It was like 2 years ago. And he opened the sliding glass door, the patio door, to let the dogs in. And I turned around and he had left the door open. And I was like, why did you leave the door open? We're losing heat. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, I was about to close it. The dogs were just taking a while to come in. Keep in mind, this is like 20 seconds that the door was open. And I'm like, you don't even care about how much I pay in heating bills. I have a great job. Like, I do not worry about where I'm going to find money to pay the heating bill. So he's like just staring at me, so confused. And he's like, I really don't understand why this is a big deal. Like, it was like less than 30 seconds. I was about to close it. And I sat down on the couch and started sobbing. And I'm like, you don't even care about what I care about, and that means you don't care about me, and I don't understand why you can't just close the door. And yeah, we fought about it for like 45 minutes. He's like, I really don't think this is that big of a deal, and I just was a freaking basket case. I mean, I do work nights, so I am chronically sleep deprived.
Oh, there you go. That's usually it.
I did apologize like 2 years later. I was like, remember that time I got mad at you?
2 years later.
Yeah, it was. I think I have the worst. I mean, yeah, it was straight up toxic. I don't know why he's still with me. I'm crazy.
We've been there.
Yeah, so now he closes the door really fast.
I don't know if he really learned anything other than that I'm crazy.
At least he starts the argument. It's like, I don't understand. He stands there quietly. Every guy's been there where you just stop and go, okay, what's the impact of this going to be? What do I need to do next? We all freak out.
You know, but really, if it was reversed, if he had done that, I think I would have broke up with him. I'd be like, this guy's crazy. Why am I with him? You know? So it really, I don't know how guys put up with us. I really don't. So thank you.
What job do you have where you don't have to worry about heating bills?
I'm a doctor.
Dang, what kind of doctor?
A hospitalist. So I work for the hospital on night shift, and I take care of everybody that's staying in the hospital. Yeah.
Wow, very nice.
I loved you guys during COVID because I was so stressed out. It was such a bad time. And I could just turn on the radio, and you guys never talked about anything political. It was like no drama, just fun. And it was just this break. I would listen to the podcast every afternoon when I woke up from my nap because I work nights. And it was just you guys don't realize how much good you do because you probably just think you have fun on the radio, but you really make such an impact. And so thank you.
That's so
Well,
nice
thank you, but you could chalk that up to us being clueless.
Right.
Not on purpose.
What's this COVID you speak of?
When you say COVID.
Was something happened previously that we were unaware of?
That 2 videos at one time?
This coming from a doctor who actually does good. Yeah.
I just don't want to hear anyone fight about masks. I just want to listen to the radio and not think about it for an hour and a half. It was, amazing.
That's why people were wearing masks. Ruth Anna, thank you so much for the nice words, and thank you for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
You know when it gets to last call and all the dudes kind of start creeping up on you? We have the solution. Give them the John, Jay, and Rich drunk dial line. 602-888-1933. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich, I was talking about how my wife and I got into a huge fight because I wanted to leave the Suns game a little early. So we wanted to hear from you about stupid reasons you got into a massive fight. Michelle, what happened?
My husband, every time the Cardinals play, he's such a big fan that he gets mad at me when they lose, and he doesn't talk to me for days.
You're like, I wasn't playing. I didn't drop that pass.
So I'm always, and then to make it worse, when the kids are around, he's like over the top nice to the kids. He's like, oh, hey, kids. And whatever he does, he'll like play with them extra. And then meanwhile, he'll be like over here giving me the side eye, acting like it's personally my fault that the Cardinals lost.
How does he blame you for the Cardinals' loss? And
I have no idea, but I'm just like, every time. So I'm like, and even when we did like a fantasy football league and I didn't pick the Cardinals because he's super superstitious. So if I pick them and they lose, then that's my fault too.
Right. Oh my gosh. Does he think you're like his Kardashian curse or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, why?
I don't know. I don't get it either.
Is your last name Bidwell?
Nope.
And, I mean, you're dealing with it a lot because, I mean, it's the Cardinals. They don't win a ton.
Exactly. I'm like, gosh.
Well, thank you, Michelle. Thanks for sharing that story. Thank you so much. That's so funny. Hey, Nick, what's up? You got a fight, a silly fight?
I have a silly fight, and oddly enough, an allergy story.
Well, let's hear it.
So my wife works nights as a nurse, and when she gets off in the morning, she typically doesn't fall asleep on her days off to waste the day. Well, that night, she wanted to watch a movie, and I said, oh, perfect, I have one, and she wanted to argue about the movie. So I made the comment, it doesn't matter, you're going to fall asleep 5 minutes into it anyway. Well, she fell asleep on the couch, and then I just went upstairs because I didn't want to watch the movie she picked.
Sounds intense.
All right, what's the allergy?
So my brother found out he was allergic to shellfish when his face swelled up like Will Smith in Hitch. And then a few months later, he had stomach issues, so he got tested, and he found out that he was allergic to almost everything that happens on a daily basis with nuts, fruits, vegetables, meats, oils, everything. Had to cut everything out of his diet just because he was allergic to everything that he came in contact with.
Dang.
Wow.
That's a tough life. Yeah.
Yeah. So now he walks out with an EpiPen with fear.
I bet. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. Tanya, you got into a big fight over something really stupid?
Yes, yesterday morning I got up to get in the shower at 5:30 in the morning, and it's cold. And my stupid little teeny tiny heater was gone. All because the day before we were having a Super Bowl party, and he had to clean the bathroom, and it was in his way. This thing is like the size of a box of wheat thins or something. He was annoyed with me. He had to clean.
Wheat thins?
Wheat thins?
It's the size of wheat thins.
Hey, Brian, can I have some wheat thins? What? Can I have some wheat thins? They're wheat thins. That's what I said, wheat thins. Wheat thins. Wheat thins. Wheat thins. Wheat thins. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the H? What are you talking about? I'm just saying wheat thins. Say wheat. Wheat. Now say wheat thins. 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 No, you can't have any.
So you got really mad, though?
Oh, yeah. I chewed him out first thing in the morning before I left to work.
Did you say, why did you move this heater? It's the size of wheat thins.
Was he sound asleep since you were getting ready so early?
I went to say bye, and I said, bye. Why did you move my heater? He's like, no, I didn't. I said, yes, you did. I found it in my office, and I was freezing.
Yeah, I mean, when you come after somebody and they're sound asleep, that's no fair.
And don't touch a lady's heater. Like, if somebody were to touch the heater in between Kyle and I, it would be so on.
Yeah. It's cold.
Tanya, thank you for calling. Thank you for listening.
In the morning.
Thank you for listening, Tanya.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Angelica, tell us about a silly fight you got into with your husband. It turned out to be really big, though. What was it?
He tightens the lids on everything, whether it's a baby bottle, a flask, anything. He tightens it so tight you can't open it. And so we've gotten into big fights because
you can't open your flask?
Or your baby formula?
I don't understand why. Why do you need to tighten it so much?
She doesn't want it to spill in your leg when you've got it jammed down your boot.
Yeah, but then I can't refill it, so I can't hydrate throughout the day.
So how mad do you get to him? How mad?
So mad where I'm like, you know what? We're going to bring this up in therapy.
Okay. I think that's my theory. I think the little things can grind you in a relationship. Because the big things, you kind of have to come to an agreement because they're big, right?
Yeah.
But the little things get under your skin.
Yeah, and the little things eventually add up. So be on your best behavior.
And then understanding why.
Right.
Why do you need to tighten it so much where you can't open it?
Are you like, I'm sitting here at our kid's recital and I can't open this flask?
Yes, or actually, and if it's a baby bottle, right? My parents, or the baby's flask, my parents are trying to help, and they're like, why is this so tight? And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Throw it away.
Throw it away. Oh, yeah, you're hostile about this. That's great.
Angelica, thank you for listening. Thank you so much for calling in. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jessica.
So every single time my husband and I would build anything at all, we were done. We were getting separated. We didn't want to be together. Halfway in between, it was always a huge fight and argument to the point where we couldn't even build things together anymore. But then as soon as the things were built, we were okay again. Everything was great. It was like roses and sunshines. It was pretty comical. It actually used to drive other people in our family insane.
Because they're like, are you guys good or are you not good?
It would frustrate them how we could be so intensely arguing to the point where, like, separation was coming. And then as soon as the final piece was built, we were fine. Like, nothing happened. It
Like
was insane.
You're building a nightstand and you're like, I'm taking this with me to my new place and you will get nothing once this is built.
Yeah, absolutely. Our biggest fight was building the play kitchen for our, I think he was 2 at the time. Yeah, that one was a big one. That kitchen was no joke.
Yeah, the fight I got into with my wife about leaving early from the Suns game. Like, it got so heated. Like, we've never fought like that before. And we've had, like, some serious issues in our years of marriage where I actually thought, this is it. It's over. I go, like, I thought, this is it. Like, it made me think of, like, you know that Al Capone guy? He, like, killed all these people, but he got busted for tax evasion. Yeah. Like, we've made it through all this stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing that's going to tear it apart is the fact that I wanted to leave 7 minutes. No, at 7 minutes to the end of the game, I asked if we could leave early.
What do you think about leaving
that
early?
That means we could have left 2 minutes early, 5 minutes early, 15 seconds early. And all hell broke loose. But I was like, I was already like seeing myself at the game with other people, dating.
Oh my
I was
gosh,
like
John Jay.
introducing my kids to their new mom.
Endgame things way too quickly.
But you gotta want to date somebody who wants to leave early. That's gonna be hard to find.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Jessica, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, guys. Have a
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ickowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
good day.
You too.
If chaos was a radio show, you're listening to it. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Taylor Swift, I found out, the outfit she wore at the Super Bowl cost $65,000.
That's insane.
I
Did you
know.
see that what Travis Kelce spent on the box that she was sitting in?
No.
It's like close to $3 million.
Jeez. I know. You got to win if you do that. Brian, what's up? You're on the air.
Good morning, guys. I had a question for you, John Jay.
Yeah?
I called a couple months ago, maybe a while back last year, looking for some Love Up merch and was told you were going through a new supplier and hopefully the new year you'll drop some. We're still perusing the website and there's nothing there. And now that it's Valentine's, I got a very upset wife that wants Love Up and I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, man. Well, it's still the same. We're about to drop a whole bunch of new merch. We just haven't done it yet because we got to find we had to have someone maintain the website. There was a lot of back-end stuff that was kind of a pain. But I know that right now, if you go to Love Pup Foundation on our website, lovepupfoundation.org, there's a merch link and you can buy Love Pup stuff. And I would check there. I'll try to get some Love Up stuff as soon as possible.
Gotcha.
Like, I literally was in a meeting about it 2 days ago. Like, it's going to come. It's going to come.
Perfect. Okay, good.
I'm going to be back to designing it. I tried to step out, but they pull me back in.
The designers, they try to, but the art is the art.
Man, it is what it is, man. I come up with the best ideas. All right, Brian, thank you so much for listening. Thanks for caring about the kids at foster care.
Yeah, have a good morning, guys.
Thanks, brother. All right, Stacks and Hacks. I got stacks of information. Rich has life hacks of information. A poll on Valentine's Day trends finds 63% of women rather prefer to stay home on Valentine's Day. 52% people think Valentine's Day proposals is overrated, and 41% of men want the male equivalent of Galentine's Day. Just do it then.
Valentine's Day.
Wow. I don't know if that sounds as cool.
Valentine's Day?
New report says if it's possible, workplaces may start providing special days for sexual wellness. More than 3 in 5 employees support the idea of paid, unpaid sex days. That's so crazy. You need a whole day? Just give me like a 5-minute break.
Okay, what about this, Kyle? Palentine's Day, huh?
Okay, that works.
Okay.
That's the winner.
Okay.
You did it.
82% of Americans who moved last year say it was stressful. The top post-moving regret, not getting rid of more crap. That makes sense, right?
You should get rid of crap all the time.
Absolutely.
If you can.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Let's talk about your stinky shoes and your stinky jeans. And you can't always wash them. You don't have time, and I don't know, maybe you don't want to waste water. Maybe you're conserving water. But there is a science to getting rid of the smell, and it's super easy. You got sneakers that smell like a gym locker. Pop them into a Ziploc bag, throw them in the freezer overnight. The same thing works with your jeans. Fold them, stick them in there. It's not going to make your food smell bad. It's going to be fine. In fact, the freezing just eliminates the odors without the wear and tear of frequent washing. So for your shoes and your jeans, they can maintain the shape and the color of everything. Where throw them in the washing machine would probably mess them up. Try it. Throw them in a Ziploc bag. Report back to us and tell us how great that worked for you. Who knows? Maybe that's what they do at the dry cleaner. Just throw everything in their freezer. I don't even know. That hack and many more can be found at johnjanerich.com.
In the eternal battle of morning show supremacy, we are one of them. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
It's John, Jay, and Rich. Our phone number, 877-937-1047. You can shoot us a text. You text JJR and whatever's on your mind to 96893. Get this. This Canadian woman wants a refund. She gave a psychic over $50,000 to help her fall in love, but she never ended up falling in love. This is the woman looking for the refund, and then the psychic explaining her side to the story.
When she did the reading, she found there was a man. I said, yes, there's a man I like at the gym. And she said, well, I can bring this man closer to you for $550. He transferred $12,000 to $15,000, but she said she preferred cash. So I was dropping off a lot of cash at her house. Everything was going so great. I said to her, why isn't anything happening for me? All I'm doing is paying you money. I said, I'm paying you thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm not getting nothing.
She didn't complete the work. That's the problem. Everything he wanted, I gave her. She wanted different services, and that's what I gave her.
Scam.
Big time.
Major scam.
Can you believe that?
That's sad.
I heard another scam the other day. This goes along the lines of this, and then like with Grant's mom, remember giving all the money to the Nigerian guy? So a friend of my wife's let her sister move in with her. Was having some problems, had her sister move in with her. And then her sister was always on the phone, and she was finally was like, who are you talking to? She goes, well, I got a new boyfriend, but I'll tell you later. And then she, again, on the phone all the time. She's like, okay, I'm going to tell you. You're going to freak out when I tell you, but I have a new boyfriend. His name is Liam Neeson.
Oh, my God.
And he just needed a little bit of money, and then we're going to get married. And she sent him. She just sold her house. She sent him $450,000.
Are you kidding me?
Liam Neeson doesn't need money?
And then he disappeared.
Of course he did.
Oh,
Now
that's
she
so
can't
sad.
do anything about it.
That's so heartbreaking.
Oh, my goodness.
But the fact that she's all to her sister, you're not going to believe I'm dating.
Oh, my God.
That's so
that's
sad.
probably an AI app, right, that they're just programming stuff into, and it's talking like Liam Neeson.
Probably.
This is big news. They had a new winner at the Best in Show at the Westminster Dog Show yesterday.
For Best in Show at the 149th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, I choose the Giant Schnauzer.
Yes! Finally!
He did it!
It's just like the
3
Eagles.
years and he finally wins Best in Show.
Oh,
what an incredible
listen to those
moment
people.
for Katie Bernadette.
Money the Magnificent, your 2025 Best in Show, the Giant Schnauzer.
Oh, man.
He's cute.
Speaking of dogs, how's your stepdog, Rich?
Nigel, the stepdog, I think he's trolling me. I think he's trying to get in my head. So when Stacy, my wife, and I go to bed at night, usually Nigel will sleep at the foot of the bed on Stacy's side. But lately what's happening is if I get up to go get a glass of water or if I, go use the lavatory, he will jump on the bed and come up on my side of the bed and go right to sleep on my pillow. And I don't want that. I want to sleep where I want. I don't want to smell like dog on my pillow. So I'll try to move him and he'll look at me and he'll growl. But then when Stacy wakes up to see what's going on, he's perfectly quiet. He's acting like he's asleep. And she's just laughing like, oh, he wants to be near you. Let him sleep. But she thinks it's cute and adorable, and I don't like it one bit. And he stares at me like, I got you. Whenever I'm telling you, I would say at least twice a night, he's occupying my space and just staring me down. with this little puppy, because he's maybe 2 pounds, 3 pounds. Every time I try to move him, like this real guttural little move.
It's like nighttime, so he's looking at you and he's like, I'm Nigel.
He's like, what are you going to do about it? I'm sleeping in your space. You got up, pal. You go sleep on the floor. That's what he's saying to me.
Find a different bed.
There's been a few times where I don't want to move him, so I just go sleep on the chair, or I'll just go out in the family room and sleep on the couch.
It's probably because he thinks you're getting up to leave for the day.
Yeah, that's probably
because
what
it
it
happens in my
does.
house, but it has with a 100-pound golden retriever.
That's even tougher to move.
Charlie, our golden retriever, literally takes my spot of the bed when I get up. Like, he just lays there like a human.
Like, hey, you can't sleep here, pal. I'll talk to him really nice. I'm like, do you want to get a treat? Let's get a treat. And he'll just look at me like, I know what you're doing, and I'm not moving. This is my spot.
I argue with, like, I have this spot on the couch, which is my spot. Like, it's been my spot forever. And I think these dogs think that we're equals.
Yeah.
And they go and they'll take my spot. And I catch myself having a conversation going, you can sit anywhere. Why do you got to sit in my spot? And then I'll move Lego out of the way. I go, you got to move, dude. That's where I sit. And I can't not sit there. But
yeah, I know the feeling.
I feel like because you made it like you made the bed nice and cozy and warm.
I feel like, guys, that's the dog is establishing dominance over Rich.
Dude, he's trying to be alpha.
He's the alpha dog. You're beta right now, dude. He's running the show.
Because I have walked away and been, all right, fine, you sleep there. I'll just walk around for a while.
Kyle, how are you handling this egg issue? Eggs prices are so expensive. I saw you post the other day. Where were you? Where it said
I
pick
was
only
at
one.
Bash's. It's like, what? And that was the first that I had heard of them, like limiting the egg purchases. And I was like, are we here again? Is this like the new toilet paper? What are we doing? And 2 years ago, when Addie was still in Girl Scouts, our Girl Scout troop leader, she has chickens, and we would do the meetings over at her house. And I was so interested in it because I love the idea of like fresh eggs. And I had told Scott, like, we should get some chickens. And he said, absolutely not. So I just kind of let it go. But now that we're in the situation that we're in, I decided to bring it back up. But first I decided to text my friend Martha, she's the one with the chickens, and just inquire, like, where do you get your chickens? What do you feed them? I know you have to have multiple chickens because they're social animals, and if they're, like, not with more than one or two, they won't lay eggs or something like that. So I just wanted to get the real scoop about them. And so yesterday in the car, I presented it to Scott. I said, I think now's the time. He's like, for what? To get some chickens. He's like, no. I was like, yes. This time I'm putting my foot down. We have a perfect spot in the backyard that's just rocks that we could convert into like a nice little chicken coop. He's like, what, are you going to make the chicken coop? I'll make the chicken coop. I don't care if I have to make the chicken coop. I'm sure there's like a YouTube video on how to make an awesome chicken coop, right?
I bet you go to Amazon, there's got to be a chicken coop.
Yeah,
I know. So here's the deal. This is like, I've told you guys before, like in our marriage, we're like a 2 yes. And right now, he is the 1 no. And so I think I need like some help in convincing him on why it would be great to have chickens.
There's a chicken coop right here for $169 on Amazon.
Yeah, that would be bad.
I'll send it to your house.
He'd be like, that's a reason not to get it.
I'm going to buy it and send it to your house.
$170.
I'm going to send you a chicken coop to your house so you guys have to get chickens.
Isn't there, Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong, right behind your house, a bird riparium where birds of all different types come and they gather?
He says that would put the chickens in danger.
It would not. The chicken is like, it's going to hang with its friends.
Because we get some really big, giant birds back
like condors
there.
And stuff?
Like huge birds. And he's like, those birds would eat the chickens. And then we would be sad. And I'm like, yes, we would be sad, but they would have a chicken coop to go into to be safe.
Well, I pitched this exact same idea to my wife 3 days ago. I said, let's get some chickens so we can get an egg. I think a chicken lays an egg a day. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but I thought if we get like 5 chickens, we eat eggs. And then she said, do you realize that our dogs would kill these birds, these chickens right away? And I said, oh, yeah, right. And when I think about you got little Daisy.
Daisy wouldn't do anything. No, Daisy wouldn't do anything. Right. Like literally 2 days ago, because we do have like this, it's like a bird preserve, like on the other side of our fence of our house. And just the other day, there were 2 giant, I think they weren't ducks, they were bigger than ducks. What's a duck-looking thing that's bigger than ducks? Goose. There were 2 geese in our front yard, and these things were huge. I want to say they were like 3.5 feet tall. 2 of them just walking, let Daisy out to go potty. She just ran right next to him. relieved herself, and they saw her and they started walking quick, and then they realized like she wasn't a threat, and then they just waddled slowly down the road.
Go find some goose eggs.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally
goose
pro
egg.
going for the chickens. I lived with chickens for like 3 years, and it was the best.
We used to, every once in a while, we would go somewhere and get the fresh chicken eggs. And then I remember my wife told me, she brought this up the other day, and I don't remember, but if this is out there, there's a service that delivers farm fresh eggs to your house.
Yes, and that's and honestly, like I know a handful of people that have chickens. Like one of my friends, actually, she has a farm, and so she sells the eggs. I could get the eggs from. I want the chickens.
Yeah,
I want
I
the
get
chickens, and I want the chicken eggs.
Chickens are messy.
I know,
But they
and they're
eat
kind of
bugs.
sassy, but they do. They eat bugs,
They
and it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
You won't have any scorpions if you have chickens.
You know what? If you have Scott's Instagram, start flooding his direct messages about why it's so great.
The commercials are finally over. Let's get back to John, Jay, and Rich.
Hey, Emmy, good morning. You're on the air.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for holding. What's going on?
So, okay, I've been dating my boyfriend for about 6 months now, and I could not say enough good things about him. He's absolutely incredible. He is funny, he's sweet, he treats me like a queen, he's just amazing. I really only have one problem. His feet are always dirty. And I don't mean like, a little bit. I mean like the bottoms are black, like he just walked through a field of mud kind of dirty.
Why? Why are they so dirty?
I don't know. I really don't know. And he keeps asking me why I never want to spend the night. And I just keep making excuses like, I say like, oh, I sleep better at my house. But absolutely, I can't handle the thought of his feet like rubbing up against me in bed. I mean,
does he walk around
imagine,
barefoot like at his house and just has nasty floors?
And maybe that's it. It must be. I don't know. I just can't. Like, imagine waking up in bed with him and there's like dirt all over your sheets.
Ew.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Ew.
But I really, really, really like him. I'm just at the point where like we might have to stage a foot intervention before I end up, in a committed relationship with some, like barefoot gremlin who can't wash his feet.
Well, does he like shower? Wouldn't his feet just get clean in the shower?
You have to wash your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the way she's describing it is more like that wouldn't be on the bottoms of his feet unless he's like literally barefoot all day. Then he has, like, what does he do for a living? Why are his feet like that?
I don't know. I mean, he wears shoes when he's out of the house. It's not like he walks around outside barefoot. Maybe his floors are just really dirty.
Yeah,
Sounds like it.
That would be really dirty though. If your feet are black, like that's gross.
Like he's probably one of those guys that walks around barefoot and then maybe goes out to the garage for stuff.
Oh, right, and just walking all around.
Just walking all around, and you get that.
I'm like, do you even know if he showers? If you never stayed at his house, like he might not be showering.
That's what I'm saying. That when you shower,
Like, is he kind of musty? Like,
ew.
Well, no, he doesn't smell bad. He's just, he needs to wash his feet.
Yeah, you got to get that loofah down there.
If everything else about him is perfect except this, I think you can work with that. Like you do just have to stage a foot cleaning intervention. Like bring him a loofah, bring him one of those foot scrubbers that you put in the shower and say, try this. Tell him to get his floors clean and then see if that works out.
There's a guy I know, and he's pretty high up in the iHeart chain, but he wasn't at the time of this happening. And him and I and a handful of people were out at a club somewhere, and he picked up one of the most beautiful women ever. And the next day, we're at work talking, and he was like, so what happened? And he was like, she took off her shoes, and her feet were so dirty. He said, I just could not handle it. I didn't want her dirty feet in the bed. And I was like, what? Like I was beside myself. This woman was a 10, and I just could not believe. And I think of that guy often. Now, I hadn't seen him very often. Then I saw him at the iHeart Festival, and he has been promoted. He's a bigwig. And I had to like reintroduce myself to the guy. Hey, remember? And he's like, yeah, of course I remember you. And I go, remember that girl with the dirty feet? And he was like, no. I'm like, well, I do.
Unforgettable.
Anyway, well, Emmy, good luck to you. Like Kyle said, it's workable, right?
Yeah, thank
Teach him
you.
to shower. Maybe you need to be like, why don't we take a bath? And then when he's in the bathtub, let me wash your feet.
No, because then you don't want to
And
be
you're like,
sitting
oh.
in the dirty foot
Yeah,
water.
then you're in
No, or you just
dirty
gotta like,
foot water. No,
let's go
thank
get
you.
a pedicure.
Maybe you just take a bath.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go get a
Let me
pedicure.
watch you
go get
take
a
a bath.
pedicure.
He'll be like, well, it's kinky, but okay.
She's like, no, you need to go get a pedicure every day before I will see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really into? Like scrubbing people's feet. Like that's what you need to do.
All right, Emmy, good luck. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
It's John, Jane, Rich.
Call us now. 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
I was taking my son Jake, I think I was telling you, was into this Pokemon thing, these cards, right? These Pokemon cards. So his birthday, got a bunch of Pokemon stuff, and he's really starting to collect these things. And I went to this, I can't remember the name of the place. It's called The Collector something. It's on Indian School in 24th Street. And I've never seen anything like it. It's just so much. There's Lego stuff. There's Pokemon stuff. There's all this, it's just endless amount of stuff for collectors. And on Super Bowl Sunday, it was packed because none of those people watch the Super Bowl. Like I thought, let's just roll in there really quick. But it was, you know what I mean? They were like, they're not
quick.
They don't know who's in the game. So we were leaving, and I curbed my tire. I know. I was turning. It's such a horrible feeling, you know. Like I turn it, and then you kind of go, maybe nothing happened. Maybe.
Yeah, totally.
And then I get out of my car, and then my son goes, "Oh man,
That's the worst.
I know."
I
But
literally just curbed my tire at the McDonald's drive-through the other day, and it was like that sound. It's like,
yeah.
you're like, oh no.
You never escape
Terrible.
those unharmed.
But I met this guy at the barbershop, and that's what he does for a living. So he's going to meet. So he was. I had to go to his. When I first met him, the first time I curbed my car, he came to my house. I just texted him, and he came to my house. Now he's kind of big time, and now he's got like a website. You got to make an appointment, right? So I made the appointment for tomorrow, and then I texted him since I had his number, and he goes, well, I can come by on Wednesday, and I said, great. Can you come by the radio station? And he was like, yeah, but he can only come when I'm not here. So I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to go to the gym and work out, and he's going to. I don't know how long it takes to fix a curb tire, but hopefully it works out just fine. And then I know everyone's going to ask me the name of the place. So what I'll do is I'll do a before and after picture of my tire because it should look brand new.
Is it the same place that you've referred me to a couple times?
That guy has like a building and a business, and you have to go there. This is another guy.
Oh, the first guy that you sent me to came to our house.
Right, but now if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, I've had two guys. The first guy, now he got so successful, he has a business, like a building.
There must be dough in fixing the curb.
Lots of people curb their wheels.
Yeah, I know. Because the thing is, when you get your wheel curbed, you kind of want to get it fixed as soon as possible, or you'll never do it.
And you just
look at Kyle. You walk out to her car; it's Curb Central.
Yeah, you know. Just wait till you have a couple and then get them fixed.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never gotten mine done. I don't think I'm sure mine look all like
right,
scraped up.
Yeah, like it's probably my rims are probably a weapon at this point.
So get this. Speaking of my son Jake, he goes to the University of Arizona, and I'm going to put this out because I'm going to need help with something. If anyone's interested, I think I have a special opportunity. He lives in an apartment complex called the Parker. Okay, it's right there. It's on campus at the University of Arizona, and it's the sweetest apartment complex ever, especially if you're in college. The fact that exists and you're in college. And when we signed a lease, apparently we signed a 2-year lease.
Okay,
and he's done in May.
Oh, so there's some time left on the lease.
Another year, and they won't let us leave. They won't let us like we can't
That's
get out
lame.
of it.
You would think there would be plenty of people to take over it.
So do you need to sublease it or whatever?
So I think we have to sublease it, and I would probably sublease it less than what the lease costs, so that right because I don't know how that works. So just in case, I'm planting this seed now. If you are going to the University of Arizona next year and you need a place to stay,
wait,
what?
Wasn't Dutch thinking of going there?
Yes, but Dutch, who hasn't committed yet, won't tell us where he's going to go yet. He wants the dorm experience the first year.
Oh, of course he does.
Okay.
And the dorm experience is a lot less expensive than this apartment complex.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right?
Is this a semi-furnished apartment too?
It's
or?
furnished. It's beautiful. And there's a swimming pool on the roof. There's a hot tub. There's a gym. There's restaurants.
So if you sublease, you're good to go. You just bring your clothes and you're good.
Yeah, and sheets and stuff like that. And it's a 2-bedroom, so they will probably give you a roommate. And you have your own key to your own door, your own room, everything. You know what I mean? Like
that sounds amazing.
Yeah. But now I'm screwed. I just thought that they would just let us out of it, and they don't. You know, it's like if we walk away, they're gonna rent it.
Totally.
That place is packed.
Totally.
It's so uncool. They should be like, hey man, he's done in school.
I think most campuses do that with the apartments.
Isn't there like an option to pay a fine or something to get out of the lease?
I don't think so. I don't know. My wife. I'm hearing all this from my wife, and then she sends me. Then she sends me the screenshot of like the disclaimer. Like I'm going to read that. Like it's my fault that I signed it because I didn't do my due diligence. I mean, when it's like terms of agreements when you download an app.
Actually, true.
How would you know that your son would graduate in the time prescribed?
Right. Well, he can graduate in May, but he has to take a couple classes in the summertime afterwards. Right. But he'll be done by the time it starts in August. So we don't need the place. It's so frustrating, and it's just something I don't want to deal with, and it's a bummer. I just think they'd be good people and be like, "Oh yeah, you graduate, congratulations, you're done." We can find someone.
Like,
Read the
here's
disclaimer.
that lease you signed.
The building is like sold out. Like you can't even get into this building.
You think they'd want the room,
right?
Right.
And charge more,
right?
They could charge more.
So I'm just throwing that out there. I know there's a lot of people in Phoenix. Their kids or their brothers and sisters are going to go to the University of Arizona, and you're looking for a place to live. I got you hooked up. Kyle, let's get into you in the dollar store.
I love the dollar store so much. There's like 3 different dollar stores that I frequent. There's one that I go to, and it's literally on the way home from work. So if I ever like need some supplies or something on my way home from work, this is the dollar store that I go to. And like a while back, there was a guy there, and he was like, "Oh, you're on the John Jay and Rich show, right?" I found out he listens to the show. His name is Ruben, right? And he talked to me about, how much he loves John Jay and Rich and Peyton and everyone on the show, and would ask questions about you guys and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So because we've made that connection, now every time I go into the dollar store, Ruben is like, "Hey, Kyle, like, how's it going?" Asks me questions about, like things that we've talked about and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? This is pretty great. Like, I'm a regular at this dollar store now. They know my name. He knows. He's like, hey, he's telling me like, hey, by the way, we're putting out the new Easter stuff next week. And I'm like, I will be there. I will be there.
They're going to be about $1 for you.
He'll open up an extra lane for you. And just register. I got you.
Just because you're you, Kyle, things in here are going to be about $1.
And like, listen, John Jay knows people at Global Ambassador. I know people at the dollar store. Okay.
I got you, man. Circle K on Jermaine. Those are my people.
It's like when you become a regular somewhere, it's just like, it's kind of a cool feeling.
Oh, that's so funny that you say that, because I became a regular at the Starbucks by my house, and by the time I became a regular, I was so embarrassed. I was like, why do you know me? This is such a bad, expensive habit to have. Like,
I think it's great.
What I was doing for the rest of the day.
You remember when it was? I remember when I came in here to tell you guys the first time I went to the Starbucks where they said, "You want the usual."
That's
and
amazing.
I felt so amazed. I was like, "That's fantastic."
Yeah.
I'm a regular at this Starbucks. Now I don't go there anymore.
I mean,
save
it's
money.
great customer service, but like, I don't know. I was just
You
like,
should tell Ruben. Ruben knows customer service.
Ruben knows.
He knows you
Ruben
take care of
knows
those
you guys.
clients.
Taking care of Kyle.
That's for sure.
What's your drink, Peyton? What's your Starbucks drink currently?
currently it's a caramel macchiato.
Ooh,
so good.
Fun tip on Starbucks drinks. I did go to Costco yesterday to try to get eggs. They were almost out, so just FYI, hurry up and go and get
Not
yours.
a regular there. They just
But
save you any.
I
Get eggs at the
actually
dollar store.
found they have like a 12-pack of Starbucks pink drink.
Oh, really?
And the guy, when I was checking out, he said, we just got these yesterday. And so I felt like I was really in on
like they're
something cool.
mix-ins. that
They're
you
literally
can-
like a bottle, and it's pink drink. It's the pink drink.
Oh, wow.
And I tried it last night. It tastes exactly the same.
Oh, that's cool.
Fun way to save money if you like Starbucks pink drink.
Oh, Kyle walks in the dollar store. Hey, Kyle. Next guy walks in. What's up, Ice Pick?
It's a really nice dollar store.
Ruben. That's where I get my nose spray.
Yeah.
Best nose spray ever. In fact, I'm due. I'm due for some new
no.
nose spray from the dollar store.
You only go once a year because whenever you go, you get 85
I actually figured out.
bottles.
I think it's twice a year I end up going if I can get them enough. If I get enough.
How many
Because
nose sprays at one time will you buy?
As many as I can.
Is that like more than 10?
Oh God, yeah. I'm talking 40, 50, 60 nose spray.
God.
Yeah, and I have them now.
Stocked
I put them in
up.
the trunk of my car, in my backpack. I put them in drawers in my house. I put them all over the place, so I just always can find them. I put them in the fridge.
And hasn't
like
Dr.
a cold nose spray is a different vibe than a normal temperature nose
Hasn't
spray.
doctor after a health expert told you to stop using those?
One doctor, my doctor. I don't ask anybody else because I know the answer.
We just want to hear from you, and I don't think that's too much to ask, and it's really stressing me out that you're not calling. 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jane, Rich. Hi, Chelsea.
That's me. Hi.
Hi. What's up?
Hi, I've got a little tip for you. I'm a property manager, and you can break your lease. There's a little roundabout way to it, but they'll charge you a fee for an early term lease break. And then, so you'll pay like the one-time fee. Sometimes it's like $500. And then basically, if the landlord agrees, you agree to pay the rent until they rent it out again after that one-time fee.
Wow. Okay, well, I'll have to look at the fine print, you guys.
That sounds kind of terrible, though.
It's a loophole, though, at least that you're not stuck for the whole year.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it still sucks. You still have to pay, but it's, like you said, it's a great place, so there's a really good chance they're going to rent it out. And so once they do, you won't have to pay anymore. So it seems worth it in this situation, so you don't have to pay for a year.
Thanks, Chelsea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kyle, what's the latest with the Baldoni Blake Lively stories?
So there is a clip of Blake Lively that's resurfaced, and it's pretty fascinating when you take into account the whole Justin Baldoni drama. So the drama is, in case you're out of loop and don't know, Blake Lively starred in It Ends With Us with Justin Baldoni. Now, it was his movie, and then she kind of started doing rewrites and started basically taking creative control of the movie. And that, I guess, caused them to sort of butt heads, allegedly. There are rumors that maybe they had some.
Hello, iHeart listener. We have a confession to make. Both iHeart and this commercial you're listening to right now would probably sound a heck of a lot better on the new Roku Pro Series TV. It's got side-firing speakers that fill your room with sound, Dolby Atmos audio that puts you right in the middle of the entertainment, and the ability to pair seamlessly with your home theater sound systems that already have surround sound and booming bass. If all that sounds too good to be true, it'll sound even better on the new Roku Pro Series. Your hearing isn't better, your TV is.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Something romantic going on, but that's besides the point. This may shed new light on that because it was an interview she did a while back where she basically talked about in the beginning as an actress, she would go and she would stand on the marks and she would do the part that they wanted her to play. But really, she found out that that was not fulfilling for her.
But I also knew that that wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character. Yet when I went in the meetings, I would just seem like I'm just there to be the actor and ready to get the gig. I wouldn't reveal that I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled. So I think that for them, sometimes that might have felt like a rug pull because you're trying to assert yourself into something that we didn't hire you to do. And so it was a really strange position to be in.
Kind of fascinating, right?
Yeah, I think people that use the word fulfilled are fascinating. I always thought it was fulfilled, but it's fulfilled, which is weird. Fulfilled.
Yeah. I just find it interesting because then it's kind of like you wonder then what were the meetings like when she first signed on to be the movie? Right. Was she like, I need creative control? Or did she do the thing where it was like all of a sudden she started taking over? Because then you could see how they would start butting heads a little bit.
Do you feel like maybe she was trying to manipulate him a little bit to do her thing and it went a little too far? And then she had to pull back because it didn't look good.
If I'm being honest, I buy more into like something romantic happened because it seems like if they butted heads creatively, it wouldn't have escalated to where we're at.
Right.
Let's get in the friend of show, Sabrina Carpenter, Grammy winner.
Yeah, Sabrina Carpenter, she's on the cover of Vogue, the most recent cover of Vogue. And she also did an interview, and it's really fun because it's kind of satire. And Sabrina Carpenter interviews herself as her alter ego, Katrina Sharpenter.
You have been accused by the FBI of running a nationwide cult. Do you deny the allegations? They're called fans. It's been said that you coerce them with hypnosis. Those are pop songs. That's that me espresso.
And the whole interview is like maybe 30 seconds, but it's so fun to watch because it's like you have Sabrina Carpenter, who's this pop star, but like she was an actress first. Like it's so fun to see her acting like that. Like,
she's funny. She's got a great sense of humor.
I love her. Like she is such a Disney girl through and through. Like I eat everything she does up. I'm like, I love her.
So why do you think Kim Kardashian is a genius?
Because she was promoting her Skims shapewear line, and she did a commercial, and she's like the booty fairy, like the big butt fairy.
I should work for the body that I want, but I just can't. Can't there just be one thing, Kim Kardashian?
I'm not Kim.
Chloe?
No, I am Kim, but today I'm also your fairy butt mother.
Your fairy butt mother.
You know, that ad, she looks so eerily like Kanye's wife, Bianca.
Oh, really?
Like, there's similarities. It's like they're morphing into the same person. Obviously, they're not, like, very much not. And Kim's always, like, been really good about having a sense of humor with herself and her body and everything like that. But I'm like, I can't look at it without going, is that Bianca or is that Kim?
No, seriously, and you know that's what Kanye was trying to do. He went
100%.
to go find a girl that looked exactly like his ex-wife.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
There's an efficient way to get caught up on a lot of news. It's called The 7 from The Washington Post. It's a newsletter and podcast. Whether you're reading or hit play, you get 7 stories you need to know, and you can consume it all in just a few minutes. The 7 is out every weekday morning by 7 a.m. Eastern. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'm one of the writers, and I host the show. Find The 7 podcast wherever you're listening. The newsletter link is waiting for you in the show notes.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
I'm so glad you're here. As the person who currently occupies your attention, I would like to thank you for listening to John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich. Hey, Andy.
Hi.
Hey, thanks for holding. What's going on?
I have a first date story for you.
Love first date stories. Okay.
So this is so wild. So this guy, it's first date. He takes me to the Phoenix Open. And I'm thinking, yeah, like, this will be fun. Like, it's got some chill vibes, maybe a couple of drinks. But I was so wrong. This guy starts acting like he's in a frat house and just, like, pounds drinks. And I'm there just, like, sipping a $20 cocktail. And an hour later, I don't even know what happened, but he's, like, gone. He's, like, slurring and, like, stumbling over his words. And I like, look away for a minute, and then I see him getting into it with a security guard, and I, like, don't even know what's happening. And then all of a sudden, he's, like, cuffed and escorted out, like, full-on arrested. And I'm like, did that just happen? Like, that was my date. And now I've got this story that sounds, like, so crazy. I feel like it sounds fake. I can't even tell my friends.
Well, actually, it doesn't sound fake to me at all. It sounds very, very waste management.
Real. I'm like, have you never been?
I can tell you over the last 15 years of participating in the Waste Management Open, I have several stories like that from other people. A good friend of mine, great friend of mine that you guys all know, got into the biggest fist fight with someone, get into a cab, beat the hell out of a guy.
Oh, my gosh.
I know.
People just, like, lose all sense of reality and morality at the Open. It's just like anything goes. It's a golf tournament.
Right. And, like, my question for you, Andy, is, like, I feel like if you're going on a date to the Open, like, most people know what the Open is. Have you never been, or you're not from Arizona?
No, so it was my first time. Like, I had heard about it, and, like, I thought it would be fun. And I figure if you're taking someone there on a date, you're not going to get trashed.
No.
Right, yeah. Could you imagine, though, if you've never been, you've never heard of it, and you go,
She's like, this is
you would
golf.
be like, what the heck is going on here? So we feel you. That's crazy.
Well, as soon as she said, we're going to the Open, I'm thinking chill vibes.
Yeah, no.
It's anything but that.
Far
Definitely
from
not chill.
We were at hole
I feel
16.
bad for you, though. Like,
Whole
sitting there by
16
yourself.
chilling. No, you weren't.
There's probably people today just waking up in the bushes from the weekend.
No, literally.
I saw video also of like a guy getting carried out just on someone's shoulder, just lethargic.
Gone. Yeah, there was a guy who walked out onto the actual course and got arrested.
Good.
Just for walking out onto the course.
They even cut the drinks this year. Like this year, it was only 8 free drinks with your bracelets. Last year, it was 10. So they cut us off.
Like, we got to be responsible.
With
now.
the bracelets we had?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a drink limit to those.
Yeah, that's why they scan them every time you do it.
Oh, I thought it was just to get in.
No.
I never bought a drink.
Like when you go up to the bartender, they like scan your bracelet, and it like basically is a punch card. And last year, in the previous years, it's always been 10 drinks. But because last year was so crazy, remember they had to stop serving alcohol on Saturday, like in the middle of the day, because it got so crazy.
I think that organization and the way they run that whole tournament is amazing. By the way, just amazing.
Hold on, how'd you get home, Andy, after the date? Because he was gone, right?
Yeah, thank God for Uber.
Oh my gosh, I would be sending him that Uber tab because I bet you there was like $100 Uber.
But you also don't want to see him again, do you? Were you calling about a date for us to call him and see you want to go out with him again, or you don't want to see him?
Oh, hell no. That was a one and done.
You know he's going to call us for a second date update. I treated her so nice. We had a good time.
I took her to the Open. It was really expensive.
It was
to get
great.
I don't know why she's mad. Just because I got arrested and put in jail?
He won't mention that. He won't mention that.
Andy, thank you for calling in. Thanks for sharing that story with us.
Oh, thank you.
It's John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich. We are like a whole vibe.
We need a contestant. We're playing a new game. The prize is trip to see Kelly Clarkson in Las Vegas. And we got a really cool text. This is really cool. It was a text from... Let me find it. I can't find it. Hold on. What was the date yesterday?
Yesterday was the 11th.
John, Jay, and Rich. Hey, so I'm the guy who records and mixes Kelly Clarkson's music for her show, including all the Kellyokies. I'm listening to the karaoke game via podcast from across the country and had to share it with the band. We are dying laughing. So good. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh, yes, Nick.
On that gentleman, it sounds like he is going to join us at some point tomorrow.
Oh, good. Good. Let's see if he really knows Kelly Clarkson songs. I forgot to tell you guys this. So I was telling you earlier that I went to the sound meditation yesterday, right? And with all the sound things and all that stuff, and you're supposed to meditate and supposed to do great. I actually don't know the benefits of it yet. But one of the people that was there does a meditation every morning with my wife, right, and some other people. And she told me, I guess you can find this and verify this, but there's a guy that I interviewed, and she used to handle the marketing for this guy. I can't remember how to say his name. Sagadu. He's got a beard, Indian guy, and always gives this like Dalai Lama type of advice. He runs a clinic where he does 8 days, an 8-day silence meditation, no sound.
No thanks.
Right? You know who just got out of 8 days with him?
Who?
SZA.
Oh, really?
Wow. She posted on her social media and was with this guy, and then she went into the Super Bowl. So, 8 days of nothing.
And then the Super Bowl? That is
you have
such
to
extreme opposite.
They take your phone. There's no mirrors. You don't talk to anybody. You don't do anything for 8 days.
I mean, now the world is going to be totally different if you're gone for 8 days. Totally different when you come out.
Yeah.
Right, you're right, Kyle. I didn't think about it. Then all of a sudden you're in the middle of the Super Bowl.
What an extreme different surroundings.
I wonder if she did that to be prepare for the tour that she's going on.
Block out the noise. Just get ready for the moment.
That's fascinating.
Maybe that's why she was like, I can't handle all this. I'm just doing 2 songs.
I just think that would be really hard to do, be quiet and not say anything for 8 days.
I would be struggling for sure.
Rich would be like, I'm out 10 minutes.
I wonder if you get used to it after day one. You're like, oh, we don't talk anymore. And then you just be that person.
And other Charlie Puth songs.
You just need attention.
All right, we're going to play a game. Camila, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you are playing for a trip to see Kelly Clarkson in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I hope you're a
my
Kelly
God.
Clarkson fan.
I am, but I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Well, I can tell you this: the game we're going to play, I have no idea. It's our producer Nick's invention. So, Nick, good morning. What's the game we're going to play?
Good morning, guys. We're playing a brand new game today. It's called 1, 3, 5. Any guess? Never mind. We don't need a guess, guys.
It's about prime numbers?
Yes, exactly. You got it, Rich. We're going to do a game full of numbers today. No, so what I've done is I have picked some very popular Kelly Clarkson songs. I have clipped 1 second, 3 seconds, and 5 seconds of said songs, okay? If you can get after 1 second, you get 3 points. 3 seconds, 2 points. 5 seconds, you only get a point.
I love this.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to start with John J.
Stronger Kelly Clarkson.
Stronger Kelly Clarkson. Good job. Wow. Hot off the presses. Way to go, John J. Rich.
I will not be needing your 3 seconds. I can get it in 1 second, Nick.
Let's go.
I don't know that one.
John J.
No, I got it. Behind These Hazel Eyes.
Behind These Hazel Eyes. Is that correct? Anybody in the room now?
Yes.
Yeah, good job, Rich. 3 points for Rich in this game already. You guys are off to a hot start. Peyton?
I'm going to need 3 seconds. Don't know it. 5 seconds, please.
John J. Oh, sorry.
What did she say? This song is called "Oh No."
Oh
by
no!
Kelly Clarkson.
Oh no! By Kelly Clarkson. I'm sorry, Peyton. That's not correct.
Okay.
If you can steal it, you do get the 1 point. Anybody know it?
I thought these were very popular Kelly Clarkson
We are
songs.
looking for "I Do Not Hook Up." Was the name of that song?
I remember that song. That is a big song.
Yeah.
It was in
Never
Glee, but
heard
that's
of
fine,
it,
Peyton.
so-
Big goose egg. All right, Kyle.
You know what's really weird?
I picked this one
is I feel
specifically
like that's
for you.
Kelly Clarkson's movie from Trolls.
Kyle. Do you?
And she's, you know, and she's the country troll.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the song.
Okay.
Though. That's my guess.
Well,
Her song from Trolls.
The country troll. Rich, you want to give her 3 seconds?
What is it?
That's.
It's from Trolls.
You're right. Do you know the name of the song?
No.
Oh
Who
God!
knows the
Here we
name of
go.
that
5
song?
songs. 5 seconds now.
Wait, okay, just do it. It's like at the end they're like, we're gonna come together or something like that. You know,
Yeah,
like
she never in that song. She never says the name of the song. I looked for it for you. I'll give you a half point here, Kyle, because you did get the Trolls part of it right. Just Sing is the name of that song. Just Sing.
Cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. Okay, so John Jay and Rich both have 3 points. Camila, it's your turn.
Yes. Can I have 3 more? Is it Breakaway?
Oh my gosh! Should we give her 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Or
Why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy! Oh boy!
If Kelly Clarkson were listening right now, she'd be running through the radio.
Oh my gosh! Okay, everybody in the room.
Is it I Want to Know What Love Is? I'm not.
You're not a Kelly Clarkson fan. You're just trying to win a trip. We got to vet these contestants out a little bit more, people.
3, 2, 1. Since You've Been Gone is the name of that song. Okay, Camille, I'm so sorry. Rich and John Jay have 3 points currently. I do have a couple bonus ones. Do we want to play? Let's just play. Let's play a couple
1
more.
second.
Yeah.
Give me
All
1
John
second.
Jay, go ahead.
Oh, Miss Independent.
Miss Independent. Wow,
That's a good song.
All right,
Written
3
by
more
Christina
points
Aguilera.
for John Jay. Rich.
My life would suck without you.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? All right, John Jay and Rich
Impressive.
tied with 3 points. I believe I have one final bonus one. I'm going to open up to the room. If you know it after 1 second, name is your buzzer.
Oh, I like that song.
I just don't know the name of it.
Riach. This is the one I didn't get all the way yesterday. This is, hey, walk away.
Uh-oh. Is that correct? Go ahead, Rich. Go play the 5-second one.
Stay or should you go?
Ooh,
Get it, Kyle.
I told you, Kyle can sing.
I know. I was waiting. I wanted her to keep going.
She can sing. It's like not even trying.
Rich, walk away is correct. Good job.
That's walk away? I thought walk away.
That's breakaway.
Oh, breakaway.
The next game is we rewrite all of Kelly Clarkson's songs with
what they should have been.
Yeah, with words that are just close enough. Okay, well, what do we think here? Rich won the game.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good job, Rich.
Camila, what do you know about Kelly Clarkson? I want to hear, what do you know about her? Hello?
You said what?
What do you know about Kelly
Not a great
Clarkson?
start.
I just love her singing.
Okay, what
she does have a good singing voice.
game show did she win? What made her famous?
Wasn't it? I can't think. American Idol.
Yes.
it was.
Okay, let's set her up.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Yeah. All right. That was a great game, Nick. I think we played that game with obviously other artists. Any artist. Yeah, just any artist. Like that was fun. I feel that you have to. There's got to be a way. Either I don't make it too complicated, but I think it's 1-3-5 the game, right?
Yeah.
So you play 1 second of the song. Then I think maybe you should have 5 seconds to guess, or you know what I mean. Like there's got to be a timer on the guess because if you play the one clip, you're going to take forever to try to guess what it is. It's got to be fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I get it.
That was a fun game. How have we not thought of that game before?
It's a great game.
Yeah, it is. It's a great
little
game.
combo of a lot of the other games we play.
Yeah, I love it.
We haven't thought of it because we're not good at the numbers thing.
No math, but 1-3-5 is easy. On Valentine's Day, we do 1-4-3.
I love you. 1-4-3. I like that song.
1-4-3 Valentine's Day version of this game.
And they're all love songs.
Yes. Look, we just brainstormed a game live on the radio.
Wow.
Yeah, if that last segment offended you, I am really, really sorry. Please email our management at yourmom@iheartradio.yourmom.com. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Rich, can you turn my computer, please?
Sure.
I was just saying that, one of the things I like about our show is that when you go to our Instagram account, John, Jay, and Rich, you'll see on our stories lots of behind-the-scenes stuff, right? And I was saying, we haven't posted in our stories in a while, right, Kyle? I was
you said we need
more
stories.
So I started posting and just to get what's going on, right? So I got Kyle, as usual. She's doing her nails. She's
multitasking.
She's doing her nails. Peyton, you had walked out. Rich was on his phone. So I decided to walk back into the back room there, right? Where Jenna, Nick, and Grant are.
Very busy this morning.
I go, Grant, what are you doing? You know what Grant was doing?
Probably something
I don't know if I want to know.
I go, what are you doing? And this is on John Deere's stories. He goes, just watching the Korean Alexander Hamilton.
It's
네가 어디 출신인지 절대 잊지 말아라.
Wait for it.
세상이 다 알게 될 네 이름이 뭐야? Alexander Hamilton. 내 이름 Alexander Hamilton.
That's what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, sharing an office with Grant, it really is a treat. Yesterday, he was playing pop songs, but like redone by a rock heavy metal band.
Yeah, dude.
So they're like screaming Sabrina Carpenter.
Slay Squad. Yeah, Slay Squad. It's an all-black heavy metal band. They rule, and they do like rap and heavy metal. It's awesome. Shout out to Slay Squad.
The things that are in Grant's mind.
Yeah.
But Korean Alexander
How
Hamilton.
did you find it?
My YouTube algorithm is locked into my specific. They know exactly what I'm looking for, guys.
Good.
Wow.
아직도 못다한 일이 많아 다투고파.
I mean, do I want to hear the whole thing right now? Yes, I do.
It's really well produced. Anyway, Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
There is a reason why it feels like everyone around you has the flu. It's kind of because they do. The CDC says flu levels are at their highest they've ever been in the last 15 years, there's been at least 24 million flu illnesses, over 300,000 hospitalizations, and 13,000 deaths reported from the flu. That is crazy. So take your vitamins, eat well, eat healthy, get out and exercise. Those are all things that will help possibly keep you from getting it. I didn't know this, and I'm not really like an iPhone person. I'm an Android. I'm one of those.
Which is sad, because you used to be.
I know. A long time ago. This is actually something that is really cool that the iPhone has. The iPhone actually has a hack for motion sickness. If you suffer from motion sickness, I do on car rides. It's terrible. The iPhone actually has a game-changing feature that they call vehicle motion cues. It adds like subtle moving dots to your screen that match the motion of your car, which actually apparently helps prevent the sensory conflict that causes motion sickness. So you can go to your settings, tap accessibility, select motion, and toggle on vehicle motion cues, and don't get sick and puke in your car.
I like that.
Yeah. My kids are obsessed with Squishmallows. They're just the cutest little things. And now I think they are absolutely genius because they have moved from kids to pets. They're releasing a pet toy line that they're calling Chewmies. Because the dog always wants to eat the Squishmallows because they look like giant dog toys. And now Squishmallows are like, fine, let's go ahead and, let's embrace this a little bit. And they are putting out a whole line that's available at Target and Walmart. We'll soon be rolling out to other retailers too. They just have like cute little things like food and cupcakes and coffee toys. And they also have like an animal pair that looks a little like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. So kind of genius there. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Broadcasting live across the world right now. This is the John, Jay, and Rich radio program.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality, high quality and immersive sound, a sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.